How would you like to make money while you sleep? Sounds too good, doesn't it? But you can. You can make passive income off your cryptocurrency. We're going to talk about how to make passive income through staking. There's a lot more to it than you may realize, so make sure you stay tuned. All right, welcome back. So today we are digging into part 2 on passive income on cryptocurrencies. Today we're going to talk about staking and how we can earn passive income through staking. On part 1, which we'll link to here, we talked about passive income through crypto lending. There's a lot to that. That one went pretty long because it's pretty more in depth. This one will be a little bit faster, but make sure we'll link to it here. So make sure you watch that. But getting into this, before we do, if you're new to the channel, on Thursdays, we talk about investing. We talk about cryptocurrencies, which I believe are the most explosive asset class in the world. And they're super exciting because it's new technology. On Tuesdays, we talk about before you invest. We talk about success in business so you can make more money, so you can invest more. It's the only way to get ahead in life is to invest into your future. So getting right into it, we're going to talk about passive income on cryptocurrencies through staking. Now, real quick, for those that are new or didn't watch the other video, passive income is basically passive, right? It's money that comes without having to work for it. Warren Buffett said, one of the greatest investors in the world, he said that if you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until the day that you die. Well, I don't want to work till the day that I die. Well, I might, just because I like working, but I don't want to have to, right? I want to make money when I sleep. And so hopefully you do too. And you can. You can do it with your cryptocurrency. You can do it through investing. You can do it through your cryptocurrency. And I'm going to explain that. So the ways that we can get passive income is through investing, right? We invest into different things that pay us that return, that ROI. That could be dividend stocks. So I own stocks that give me profits back and I get dividends there. I can do it through real estate, like rental real estate, income producing real estate. I can do it through private equity, private business loans, things like that, lending my money out and making interest back on my loan. Also in banks, the bank pays me a little bit of interest. I can do a CD, make some interest, things like that. So those are different ways that you can get that passive income, but we can also do it through staking. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Staking our cryptocurrencies. So staking cryptocurrencies is kind of like dividend stocks. Now, kind of, right? The reason why I say that is when I own a stock, I don't really have any counterparty risk of losing that stock. And by owning that stock, I get more stock. And with staking my cryptocurrencies, it's kind of the same. I own that cryptocurrency. I'm not really at risk of losing that cryptocurrency. And by staking it or holding it, I'm going to earn more cryptocurrency. Now, it's a little bit different because the reason why I'm earning a dividend is because profits are being put in, where staking, it's because of mining rewards, which we're going to get to. So I'll break that down. But basically, just know that you're not loaning it out. So there's not that counterparty risk that we talked about in part 1. If you watch that, and basically you're earning money on your holdings. So it's like interest. It's the more that you hold and stake, the more that you're gonna earn back. And that's why I said it's kind of like mining. With miners, you have to buy machines, obviously. They're hooked to the network and they're earning rewards. But this, just by staking or by locking up my coins, I'm gonna earn rewards. And I'm gonna explain to you how that works. So first, let me tell you what proof of stake is. So if you know about Bitcoin, and you know about other cryptocurrencies, they have what's known as a consensus mechanism. And so it's decentralized, right? So instead of just one person making the decision whether that transaction is valid or not, it has to run it across all the nodes and make sure that they have consensus, like over 51% of the vote. And with Bitcoin, that's done through what's called proof of work. And there's actually miners that are hooked up to the electricity grid and they're running these transactions. And as they're mining these blocks, they uncover new coins and they get rewards, all right? Well, there's a new way. Instead of proof of work, it's called proof of stake, POS. And proof of stake is kind of similar, except for instead of taking a miner, an actual computer, hooking it to the electricity grid, instead of that, I take my tokens and I stake them away. I lock them up. I put them into a wallet and I don't touch them. And then, though, as the those coins that are locked up will then uncover new coins. So right now, as new blocks are mined, it distributes the coins to the people mining it. This way, when new coins are discovered in the blocks, it distributes those coins to the ones that are staked. All right, and so the more coins that you have locked up, the more rewards you're gonna earn over time. All right, so that sounds good, right? Like, heck yeah, like I can own my coin, I can hodl it, and I can earn interest on top of it. Sign me up. Where do I start, right? Well, you got to choose a coin. And so choosing the POS coin, now we got to figure that out. So, when you're looking at reasons why you want to choose this POS coin, you need to think about a lot more than just what their staking reward is going to be. Don't just focus on the return on investment, your ROI. You need to look at projects that are going to have good long-term success. That's really the big thing. You need to make sure it's going to have a good project that will also have good income. Don't just focus on income. It needs to be a good project first, because if the project crashes, all the interest that you earn, all the dividends, the rewards that you earn are going to be worthless. So you're making 20%, you're making 50%, but your holdings go down to zero. Well, whatever you've earned is also worth zero, right? Now, in addition, other things that you want to think about when you're looking at choosing a POS coin, well, really, making sure it's a good project is the number one thing, but also look at other things such as, like, some coins require a minimum deposit. So some might require you put up quite a bit of that coin, and maybe that's more than the minimum investment that you want to make. Some of them might have very technical setups. Some coins are very easy, but some might require you to have your VPS, which is like a virtual private server, your own computer set up, running its own special software, own code. It may have to be on 24/7, have a minimum uptime guarantee, and so forth. So you want to be careful about that. So those are things that you want to look at when you're choosing your POS coin. And of course, you always have to look at the risk versus reward, right? We've talked about it, all investments have risk, but in this case, the risk is really in holding the coins. That's what it comes down to. So you're always going to need to determine if that risk is worth the reward. And it just depends. Is it a coin that you want to hold for the long term? Yes or no? If it's not, then it may not be a coin that you want to stake. Now, if you watch this far, you're probably going, okay, great, I want to do it. What coins can I stake? Well, there's a lot of coins that you can stake. More and more coins are going over to POS. Even Ethereum, which is a POW, proof of work coin, is talking about upgrading and going to a POS, a stakeable coin, in the near future. Now, I'm not going to tell you which ones that you should stake. Here's just some notable ones. So these are just some random ones: Dash, Neo, PivX, Neblio, Qtum, Navcoin, Lisk, Arc. Those are coins that you can stake. There's a list you can start with. I'm going to throw it out there. If you guys would like to know my top 5 staking coins that I would stake and how to do them, leave me a comment down below and let me know. I've been working on this report and I just haven't quite finished it yet. Maybe if I get enough votes, it'll kick me over. So leave me a comment if you guys want that, and give me some likes. Otherwise, you can just look at this list of coins. You can go find other POS coins and really just do your own research based off of that criteria that I've given you. Now, how are you going to stake them? So now you've learned the pros and cons, the risk rewards. You found the coins that you want to stake. Now, how are you going to do it? Well, each coin is different. I wish I could just give you one answer, but I can't, because each coin and how you're going to do it is different. Some are very easy, some are more difficult. So some of them are as easy as literally downloading the wallet on your phone or downloading the wallet on the computer, moving your coins into that wallet, and you're done. Some of them, you'd only have to have them in your just regular Ethereum ERC20 wallet. So you may not have to move them at all. Some you can just park there. Some of them require more work. So some of them require that you actually do votes, and you have to vote for delegates, and you have to vote for staking rewards. And so some you have to be a little bit more involved. Some, as I kind of said before, some require big minimums. So maybe you have to put up a lot of money, a lot of tokens in order to do that. And then some could be very, very technical, like I talked about before as well, where you have to get a dedicated computer, has to be uptime guarantees and things like that. So you just have to look at that. Each coin is going to be different. So once you've figured out the risk and reward, once you've figured out the coin that you want to stake, you want to hodl, and then you want to stake it, then you have to look at their technical specifications and see what they exactly require, and then just choose the one that fits your technical expertise, okay? So this is going to, how you're going to decide is, first and foremost, how you're going to decide is, if you want to hodl the coin and the process isn't more technical than what you're comfortable with, then yes, go for it. If you're already going to hodl the coin and you can earn POS rewards, then you 100% should. However, if you don't want to hodl the coin, and then there's no staking or reward that's going to make up for that, right? If you don't want to hodl it, that's it. Also, if it's too technical for you, I wouldn't suggest it either, because if it's too technical, you could end up risking more, risking your money. If it's too technical, you don't do something right, you could end up losing everything. And so don't go over your head technical wise as well. So, but if you want to hodl the coin, if they have POS rewards and it's easy enough for you to understand, then 100% you should be doing it. All right, now there's a lot of information here. I know it's kind of surface level. If any of this stuff you want to know more about, leave me in the comments down below. I can get in deeper. I'd like to get more questions. I get a ton of comments, and I thank you guys so much for all the comments that you give me. I love hearing from you guys. It keeps me making these videos for you. But I'd like to hear more questions because I want to make sure that I'm answering enough for you. And on Mondays, I like to do a question and answer series. And I haven't been getting a lot of questions, so it's been hard to do the question and answer series. So leave me your questions down below. Let me know what else you want to learn about so I can plan more content for you guys. And that's it. To your success. I'm out.